What's up, guys? Welcome back. Ooh, 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 ooh. So, for those that have been watching this whole month, you guys know it's about similar things. Discipline, right? That was my main concept, but I related the concept of discipline with everything in my life, from fitness, MMA, recovery, and my life in general. I do want to share more on the deeper side of discipline that I've had to develop over the years, and I'm working on it every day. And for those that have watched my YouTube journey for years now, it's typically around this time of the year for me that it gets harder and harder to keep going. The reason being is because have you guys ever heard of seasonal depression? It is real. It is true. Typically around this time of the year for me that I get triggered. I go through emotional patterns over the years because I had a lot of trauma growing up, and I didn't necessarily deal with it until after I started MMA, after I earned my black belt, and I began literally taking a deep look into my feelings, because I was like, you know what, I'm tired of feeling bad. I'm tired of feeling sad or feeling depressed or just having the wrong thoughts all the time. So I decided to make some changes within myself and those around me. And well, for those that also know, and I've shared it in the last video, I spent a big chunk of my life with my dad in Mexico. So of course, for those that are familiar with psychology and all, it does affect a child when the father or mother are not around. And for me, it was literally that type of lifestyle where I had to struggle talking to people, confidence issues, because my dad was physically in another country. And I had to develop that self-confidence for myself. And I've had to learn how to love myself and learn how to communicate with people. So I want to share that the discipline that I've developed over the years that have helped me be this version of myself has been with the discipline of communicating with the people that I love. I'm a big believer in God, and I talk about it on some of my social media.
Sometimes God takes you on a journey you didn't know you needed to bring you everything you ever wanted.
I don't preach about it like that. I also respect other people's religious views and where they stand when it comes to their faith. But I do want to share what I've gone through when it comes to that. I've had to gain touch of my spiritual self and be consistent with it for me to feel that love for myself and the people that I love.
I know you're somewhere out there, somewhere far away.
It's very hard to love other people and love myself if I don't have something to believe in. If I didn't get in touch with my spiritual self and become focused on what is it exactly that I need in me, in my heart, and what my heart is telling me, then I would not be able to express myself like I am right now. It's a very sensitive topic. I mean, it's a very sensitive topic. It's a very sensitive subject. And I'm opening up to you guys because at this point, it's been 4 years in YouTube and running my social media. And I think at this point, we're getting in that comfortable stage, you know, trying to get to know each other. But it really is that. It's the consistency of being open and opening my heart to the people that I love, the constant communication with my God, and having that faith, not just in, of course, God, but it's also in myself. I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say, you know, I'm like all holy and do all these things, but I do work on living what I preach. It's not just about saying these things, because a lot of people say a lot of things. But for me, it's really living what I say, living the things that I'm doing, and also setting that example for myself. So I've had many, many years of struggling, and the moment that I decided to start this YouTube channel, it was for the purpose of me saying, you know what, I'm going to talk to that young girl, that 18-year-old Nene that lacked guidance, that had a nasty attitude, that was always angry, that had confidence issues, that didn't have any self-awareness, no self-esteem, low self-esteem, and all these insecurities and bitterness and resentment and guilt. Everything was that. It was me lost and depressed. And I'm not afraid to admit it, because it is really that. The most important battle for me has been staying disciplined with connecting my mind and my body, and connecting myself to God, and being open to love and be loved. So just wanted to share that for this month. I've done a better job at staying consistent with being open to love myself and the people that I love, and paying attention to everything, and staying focused on my goals. Because even though I've had some seasonal depression, I've had certain emotions, negative emotions come and go, I still focus on my goals, and I still stay disciplined on all my goals. Because if I focus too much on my emotions and I'm not doing anything physically, like I'm not doing the active work to be better, to feel better, then what am I doing? Am I just getting stuck and staying there in that negative emotion? Or do I want to feel better? And in order for me to feel better, I work out, I do what I love, I live my passion, I talk to the people that I love, I share my content, I express myself in different ways. And now that I still have MMA, I get to train now, and I get to do all these things. So I'm very grateful that you guys are still here.